Welcome back. Another episode. Bandana Mechanic. So I do work on pressure washers, but not my favorite thing to work on. I'll just give you guys a little reason here. So I'd say it's about 50% of the time I end up getting these things running. The pumps are bad. And it's unfortunate for me and the customer because they gotta pay for the work I did and their machines still don't work. And generally, they don't want to buy a pump because at that point, pumps, you might be lucky and find one for $60 if it's the right one, but they're generally like 60 to, up to hundreds of dollars. And I've got them all over the place here. I got to get them running to find out the pump don't work, and then, like I said, unfortunate for everybody. This I'm 100% positive the carburetor is gonna need to be done, but that's like most of them because you use them once or twice, put them up for the year. So I'm going to drain the gas or suck it out and then pull the carburetor, and once I get the carburetor off, I'll take it over to the table and see about cleaning it. Maybe I'll make a video of that, but anyways, stay tuned. Alright, so what I like to try to do is the bare minimum to try to get the thing running so I can test the pump, but that doesn't always work, unfortunately. What is this going to be? A ½ inch? Oh yeah, that's nasty. Let me see. Usually that's a ½ inch. Okay. You probably can't see anything, huh? There you go. Oh. Then the way they put this thing on here is so stupid. Got this engine around all this crap. Good golly. May end up turning into a curse word contest. Oh yeah, it's going to. You little turd burglar. Not take the whole dang thing off. That's it. Yeah, don't waste too much time, folks. Time is money. Alright, so let's see where they put that stupid thing. And all this crap. Like it's some armored vehicle. Can't even keep the pumps from dying after one use, but they want to completely barricade the thing. Alright, well. And this is a 8.75 Briggs. You're probably like, why didn't you try to start it? Well, I did already. I just did it off camera. Oh yeah. Get this crap thing off here. Oh, yay. engineers, overpriced idiots. Yeah, that gasket's probably shot. And if you're an engineer watching, well, sorry, not sorry. You probably didn't develop this, so you shouldn't take any offense to it. And if you do, well, you need to work on your personal skills. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. Hello. Good golly. Should have figured that was going to be on there like that. Why? Oh, just a little bit of nastiness. I don't know if you can see in there, but it'd be kind of nasty. It was leaking. Alright. So these linkages are always fun. You gotta be careful taking them off. Don't want to bend anything, and this is all plastic. You could easily crack that stuff too. Let me see here. But I think those are going to be 3/8. Nope. Need a little more power. There we go. Oh no, he used power tools. Shut up. Alright. Now. Okay, get that off of there. This is going to be nasty inside, probably, from what I can see outside. Come on. There you go, sir. Alright, I'm going to pause it. We're going to go over to a table with some light. I think that might show this better. Alright, we'll see how this looks. So like I say, generally the bottom is a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. So since I'm trying to teach people how to do this themselves, this is actually a jet. It's in the bottom bowl screw, and we can see close enough. You'll see a hole in the side and on the top. Got to make sure those are all cleaned out. There's also a gasket to help from it leaking. Okay. She's on there good. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. Definitely. Okay. Get her. There we go. Come on. Work with me, babes. There we go. See that stuff in there. Definitely dirt and crap in there. Luckily these are pretty straightforward, and this should be cleanable, so you're going to want to clean in there as well. And then on the outside you've got a little hole there. Any day. Okay, well, we'll just see here. If you see that one in there, probably a little air hole in here. that's pretty much all there is to it. And then you gotta definitely want to check your needle and seat. It's just a matter of taking the float off. There's just a little pin. And that slides out. These needles, this one in particular anyways, not all of them, a lot of them though. I can get any kind of focus. There's a little rubber tip on the end. If those get out of shape in any way, shape, or form, which happens from just the gasoline or getting ate up by a bunch of debris, that doesn't seal, carburetor will overfill with gas, which will pour gas into your engine and could have a hard start because the cylinder's full of gas, or it fills the oil up with gas. It'll start spilling out the muffler. You'll get smoky, and anyways, it's all bad stuff. So those are some things on these little carburetors to check if you're cleaning them. Like I said, this one, the needle don't look too bad, so it probably just needs a good cleaning, and then I could slap it back on without any parts. And I'll probably change the bowl gasket. Oh yes, I will change the bowl gasket. Not probably, I will. I knew it was pretty crap. But so I guess the bowl gasket, and it'll probably fire right on up some fresh gas. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I showed you what I'm basically going to do. I'm going to clean those out, clean the jet out, stick it back on, get the linkages hooked up, and try to fire her up. I'm going to hook her to water. You never want to run your pressure washer too long without being hooked to water, because your pump will burn up that way too. So, but most of the time it's from you use it once or twice and let it sit, and I've opened them up before just to look, and it just calcifies inside the water that sits in there, and it blocks all the passages, and then your pump's done. I guess you could try to clean it, but I haven't had any real success. Rebuilding them almost costs just as much to buy another one, so I'd rather just buy another one. It's going to be usually 3 or 4 bolts, and that's it. But anyways, yeah, I'll come back when it's running and hooked to water, and we can find out if we get lucky. The customer will have a working pressure washer, or if the customer will be paying for a non-working pressure washer. Stay tuned. Alright folks, so bad news. I don't have that little gasket on the outside that I'm gonna have to replace. So this video's at a halt, but it does have some good info about some carburetor stuff. There's definitely more to carburetors than what I showed you, but as a general purpose, that'll usually take care of the problem, but there is some other issues that could happen, and I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. I'm going to keep it basic for you guys. But I mean, I did get it cleaned and replace the bowl gasket, and I'm pretty positive it's going to run. I just, like, that outside gasket is actually important, so when I get one, maybe I'll make a second video if I can remember. Unfortunately, the shop I've been working at forever hasn't been doing very good lately, and not that anybody really cares, but that's why I started my own business, and I'm trying to get that up off the ground, doing some mobile work and mowing. Unfortunately, This is a family business. I work for my grandma, and I'm not gonna really get into too many details, but it's just not going too well here, and I didn't get paid for 5 months, and that was without any kind of notice. And then I kept, I stayed here because it's my grandma, and then I had to take a $200 a week pay cut. And that's right, $200 a week. I had to take a pay cut just so she could keep the place open. And now I'm only here really part-time, and I'm keeping up with work by myself. We used to be 2 or 3 weeks behind and have 2 mechanics, and I'm here by myself a few days a week, and I'm keeping up with work. It's just not doing too well, but hopefully before all the bad stuff happens, if it happens, I can make enough videos to help you guys out there diagnose and fix your own stuff. But if you don't want to do it, I am here, and I'm willing to work, so just give me a holler. Thanks for watching.